Like you learned when you were just a little clasher, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Welcome, fellow Clashers, to Clash of Clans Attacks. I am your host, Galadon, and yes, today it is all about 3 stars or bust. And specifically what I am referring to is a recent clan war that Lost Phoenix was involved in, where we had succeeded in 2-starring every single base on the map. And at that point it became a struggle for 3 stars from the bottom up, seeing if any of our players could come forward and grab a total damage, as Peter would say, attack on one of their villages. This being their number 35, their bottom ranked base, level 15 heroes, lower level walls, but still pretty well upgraded defenses. And I brought the massive witch attack, 15 witches and just a pair of golems, hoping that I could get them in there and 3-star this base. Now, bringing 8 earthquake spells, maybe not the most proficient use of spells, but it sure does look cool. And I wanted to get in there and open up as many enclosures as I possibly could so that the skeletons didn't have as many walls to deal with. Now here comes the lava hound, the balloon. We've got all of the witches moving in. I made sure there were no big bombs out there that would take them out. So the witches moving in and the heroes kind of serving as a tank, at least the king, trying to protect those skeletons a little bit. Got to get that splash damage out of the way. That is a witch's worst enemy. The lava hound goes down. You see those skeletons going everywhere. I like to call them mass mobs of Q-tips, because when they get grouped together, that's kind of what it looks like somebody spilled the box. We've got the witches moving in, and on the top right of your screen, as they encroach on that Inferno Tower, that's when things start to go bad. Unfortunately, the Inferno Tower targeting the witches and not their skeletons, and that is bad news as the skeletons make the round trip around that wall. The witches get burned down to nothing, and that leaves just my Archer Queen, and quickly this attack has gone south. No chance at 3 stars, and the 2nd star really is immaterial at this point. The base had already been 2-starred. I stick it out just to grab the 2nd star for a little self-respect. And it's those units on the edge of the map grabbing unprotected structures that are going to do it. But again, that attack, not a normal army composition that I would use going for 2 stars, but sometimes it can work out, especially on those Nemesis style bases for 3. Doesn't happen, 2 stars, and I walk away a loser. But I was not the last to attack this base. LP Nightwish moving in with his own attempt at 3 stars with a completely different army composition. Now he's got 4 earthquake spells once again, but this is a mass golem attack with 12 wizards and 16 minions. Now it looks like the minions are there to either clean up those outer structures or deal with that lava hound from the clan castle. Now he's got some enclosures open at the top of the screen with the 4 earthquake spells, and then all the way on the opposite side of the base, coming from the very bottom, the jump spell. So we've got multiple enclosures opened on both edges of the base, golems coming in from both sides, Nightwish deploying the golems evenly, 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, and then the wizards in to start taking out those surrounding structures. So he's counting on the fact that those golems will get deep enough into this base, survive long enough to get his units through to lead the way for the heroes. Now the lava hound and the balloon from the clan castle have split up. One has gone left, one has gone right. The heroes, not as much of a factor on defense at only level 15. You can see the queen getting involved at the top, the king still kind of wandering around, and now here come the attacking heroes from the top side of the base, and they're going to deal with that lava hound first. On the far outside, the king moving in. Here come the minions to help out, and they go down as a group. The rage spell, it looks like pretty well placed. It's going to help the king accelerate towards that town hall, and now the queen as well. But as the king and his iron fist take down the town hall for the 2nd star, quickly we notice there are no remaining full-size golems, and that means no meat shield for the heroes. The king is gone, the queen taking damage quickly, and although Nightwish will get more percentage points than I did, he is still far from a 3rd star. The last rage spell goes down in desperation, as does the queen. 64% damage and another 2-star win, but also a fail. Who knows though, maybe the 3rd time is the charm. We've got Panther Chick going up against the same village. We've blocked out the time just to add a little bit of suspense so we don't know when the raid is going to end. And yet another strategy, this time mass golems and wizards and not much else. But 3 jump spells, and she's coming in from the bottom right of this base. Now the 3rd jump spell is still in hand. She's waiting to see where it will be the most useful. The hero's moving in behind the golems, and that is really the big difference in this type of attack. Will the heroes remain shielded behind the golems, or will they fall to those defenses in the area? Giant bomb triggered by the Barbarian King before he's hit his Iron Fist, so that's a good sign. There goes another one, and now he is on that Town Hall, taking damage from the Inferno Tower. There goes the Iron Fist, and shortly thereafter, there goes the Town Hall for the 1st star. The Queen moving off to the right under Rage, taking down the Clan Castle. She's taken a little bit of damage, but she's still above 75%, working on that last Inferno Tower, and now doesn't look great. The Queen is kind of off by herself to the left. All the golems up at the top of the screen. You can see the Lava Hound has gone down. The pups are taking out some of those wizards. Giant bomb. The golems used that jump spell to get into the center. Now you can see we've got a few wizards on the outside. Oh, they're gone to splash damage. The Queen's still above half health. But right here, an interesting phenomenon is about to happen. As you see, the Queen and the golems seemed to be working independent of each other, and suddenly they will join forces. Somehow they have converged, and now as the Queen has worked her way towards the top of the village, the golems are distracting all of the remaining defenses. 85% damage. The golems are still up, shaking off any damage from the lava pups. She comes in, takes the pups out. She triggers a spring trap that had it been triggered by one of those golemites, it's off the screen. Here goes that mortar, and that is the last defensive structure. Now we've just got fodder on the outside of this village. 93%. It's going to be a matter of time. Will the Queen and the remaining units have the time to get these last 4 structures out of the way? She's stuck on a wall, but she's got to get that wall out of the way to get the builders at the camp and the barracks down. There they go. 2 structures left, 98% damage. The camp falls, they close on the barracks, and the barracks falls. That is the 3rd star before time runs out. Panther Chick succeeding in the 3-star 100% total damage attack. Finally, after repeated tries on this village, a member of Lost Phoenix grabs the 3rd star. Now, we lost the war anyway, but it was still a lot of fun. It was cool to see everybody trying and trying again, and finally somebody succeeding on 3-starring that base. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode and sticking around to the very end. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to check out my other episodes. Watch for me live streaming on Camcord in the near future. Let me know what else you would like to see from future episodes of Clash of Clans Attacks, and I will see you guys again tomorrow with more full attacks.
Galadon, you used my prize total damage twice. You owe me 50 cents. You can slide it under the bathroom door.